Hello and all that. We are back live for another piece of more Endwalker's main story quest. So, for the moment, let's go back into our quick. Pushing the wrong buttons again. Give me a fiber. No, don't need a fiber. Anyway, going back into our recap, we basically cleared up all the problems. We saved what refugees we could, but turned out the primal anima was the actual problem, made of the bones of Aris and the prayers of the downtrodden Garleans. Vandandrel did a heck of a number on us, transposing us into a base Imperial until we could get our own body back. Then an assault on the Tower of Babel itself and destruction of anima only served as a delay as he went to the moon to release Zodiark. Both Fendaniel and Xenos. Where we were able to get to the moon, where we'll continue our adventure from, unfortunately we were unable to stop them from freeing Zodiark, although we did defeat Zodiark, and this turned out to be Fendaniel's grand plan. For all the rules and things that Zodiark had been created to hold in balance are now undone. Standing in the aftermath of this destruction, we continue our adventure. Just in time for a squeaky to go by. So, this is where we left off last time. Standing next to the Watcher, prepared to have a chit-chat with him. About, well, what's next on the agenda, really? 533 weapon coffer. That definitely is better than what we've got right now. Leave a change the surrounds in order. That sounds like a heck of an idea. Let's go inside. Quick. Everyone back. Now, I'm sure a few people heard me fire up the car at the end of the last season if they didn't pay attention, and that was merely to drive back and set the home point for the Aetherlight. In all my rush to race forward, I had forgotten to do that. I thought, how terrible would it be to die out here on the moon and then have to resurrect back at, where was it, Camp Broken Glass, get back here. Much like the first, there is no alternate way to get here. So it's a pure get here directly. Oh, this ought to be interesting. So who's all here? A Thancred. Here we go. More talk, so me the quieter one. Oh no. And the others? Nice, so Cryle is fine. Tank, a healer, and a DPS. Makes sense. Yeah, Fendaniel, Freedom, they broke the thing, well, ended Zodiac, but now we have the problem with all that Zodiac was created for is, well, now undone. Oh, you can have your short rest. I don't think we... Oh, is that what they are? It really was Morty mind blowers. I called it last time walking in. This looks a lot like Morty's mind blowers episode, and guess what? Pretty much what it turned out to be. I guess we get to the top and we get to actually get some... Oh, that's not the right app. Get some lore out of this. Oh, I think I'll head to the top, and we'll get some actual answers to what actually is going on here. Because the only people who know about the final days were those who created Zodiac. Wonderful as that was. And unfortunately, if this is the complete history of the star, then finally some serious answers to everything. That one's boring. No, don't jump off. The left or the blue one in the middle? It's the blue one in the middle. Maybe she... Well, if it taxed her every time he was rejoined, then Idolin should start regaining strength now that he's sort of been, well, pluged. Low parrots. I called it. I bet you those low parrots are like lop bunnies. Lop rabbits. Betches. Like I said, lore from sort of Southeast Asia has rabbits on the moon pounding mochi. Instead of the man in the moon, that's what they see. That's a fair call. What do you find, Stola? Well, that's the fun part. You didn't really want to destroy him. You wanted to keep him sort of imprisoned, but... Well, it's... Oh, that. Yeah, we were told that. He was created as a rival to Zodiark, so Zodiark was designed to keep all the rules of maintenance in play. Not unlike Dalamud or Bahamut. The fact that we understand him even though he goes meow meow, it's amazing.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiark and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
He doesn't know. He was made after that. No, he does know. Eidolon did give him some answers then. Furious. That's what I thought was happening, as I mentioned before. That their creation magics were causing a majority of that. That other life was corrupted didn't make this. So where was it? The region it was logged for? That's where we're headed next.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
Someone planned it. Ether lines.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Call, then I'll talk over him. His speech is crap. So this is something in the ether stream then, causing the corruption.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
They didn't find the cause of the problem, they just found a solution to the problem. That's always bad in the beginning.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
So that's why everything was done. It's an interesting way to put that. Approximations of perfection. That's where we began. Starfall. Beginning. Such a pity. It would have made it easy to understand what was going on.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the Source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
Without the Source, the others cannot exist. Cannot let it come to that. What? Is ready? It is ready. What? Yeah, the building in the background.
Yes, but what is it?
Heidelin's place? An engine. Ew. Moon is a ship, then that's an engine. Argos. Ah! Greek Argus. Makes sense. Like it's an Allegan structure there as well. Yet one more tall tower and I'll go. Okay, so quick recap. Hydaelyn creates the moon. Hydaelyn uses the moon as a prison for Zodiac, but also realizing that should, well, everything go bonkers, archive everything for knowledge purposes, and a means to sort of get out of Dodge should everyone need it. I am more curious that in Cause there was a woman's voice to it. Sound of chaos, if you would. Zodiac. Yeah, it is well over there. So you gotta do a runner through the gaps of the place. Fair enough. Well, there should be a down path over here, because this is where Pupper took us before. And we've remembered well. Huzzah! I'm pretty sure there's a wall to stop you from throwing yourself in there. Rum bum bum. Through the cavern of mushrooms, and I assume the air and stuff on the moon now are all built points of Hydaelyn to basically allow this to act as an evacuation. Told you can't jump down there. Evacuation vessel. And I dare say we're going to get a bit of a shock when we go there and find... Oh, I don't know. That definitely looks like an Allegan ship that was launched and landed. And judging... Oh, hello. I would say up there is a cliff that I can't go up. An interesting thing. Chloris forgot rot. Alrighty, into the cave. And already we've used up half an hour of orange. Wouldn't believe it, but these cutscene points take a long time to run through. And I see we have a friend over there, which probably means combat. So, let's get everything. Charge going again. Bosom Buddies #1 is almost finished. Hurrah! This fight, I'll just use... Yay! Yay! Now, let's quickly check Freya. Oh, I have a... Give me a second. Chocobo saddlebags. Work. There we go, Freya. Oh, right. Right. Get enhanced strike. That sounds like a go. Ah, there we are. Spongoi. Too close? Too far. Too far. Tuning to the sponge. And I will get Argos as an additional mount hereafter. Neat. Happy dog. Yay! Mine doggo time. Fun part. Fire's got the 2-point combo. Earth's got just a straightforward blast, and of course, Wind has the AoE Windstream misses. All the way down there. My little bits, do they? It's like down by the actual brand itself. Lunar Cactar. Onward. I wonder if Zodiac himself was a prism, or whatever was there. I don't think so. I think that would be a little too convenient plot element in France. Rather, I suspect we go down there and land. It seemed the right place to go. But I would suspect something else had come to the star planet. It was feeding on the ether and causing the horrible things. A primal, if you would. Close enough. One will sort of true. I hate stupidly large doors. One, two, three. Okay, bets. Who are we going to find down here? We're going to find more Emirates, maybe Mughals. That would be funny, wouldn't it? The Mughals are the actual space pirates.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
Nope. Bunny rabbit people. No, still not awake.
Look lively, everyone!
Oh, squeaky.
I know. This 1,243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance. For Zodiac, alas, is no more. As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose: to bear the people of Etheris to safety. Our time has come, my friends.
It all has to do with the legend.
We must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive. I expect your workstations to be immaculate, and don't forget to relay our signal to Aetheris. Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Well, it's the legend of Chang'e and the rabbit.
'Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Perhaps.
And yes, we will be riding down there because this obviously is going to take a little more to run down than standard location. Still more in suspended animation. Who knows how many thousands a year? Well, first thing we're going to do, recognize that that is there, but this is what I forgot to do last night. So I dilly-dallied back. Chipper. Oh, look, there's an ether over there. Oh my. Ooh, how do we get over there? Here. Yes. Realize there are going to be some people upset they didn't get to play as these, but then if you did before now, it would have really spoiled the surprise. Is that them or Singing Way's the name? Alrighty. Guiding way. I can see this is a common thing. Weaving way. Singing way. So which way are you? Sleeping way. No. All right. I see the pun in this one, you silly little sillies. Of course, the Vero got to feel really kindred? Unkindred? Weirded out? I don't know. I know if I was a Vera and came here and found out, oh, by the way, we made all these little bunny people this, I'd be like, I mean, it's weird enough if you're not bunny people to all this interesting stuff. The whole thing's rotating. Neat. Recording way? Boosting way? Snappy! Oh yeah, the one with the tufts that are different. Pardon? How in the... Well, we'll go with that. Children. Central platform, upper floor. Children. Now, the interesting thing is the Amaranths made the same comment to us. It dawns on me that she's never seen an actual Aetherius, and then nor how populous the world has become. Of course, it now comes to mind that the forum already figured out what the moon was for, an escape pod of descriptions, and being the doucheries that it looks like they've now become in my eyes, they sort of plan to load all of the knowledge and stuff onto here from there, and just everyone else. Like, yeah, no, Charlian is fine, bloop on everyone else, and off they go. Typical. Well, this was about to ruin their plans. Well, their plans are officially ruined. I'm sure they're going to be overly happy in this. And this one here is going to find mapping ways, most likely found an interesting structure that wasn't there before. What's the bets?
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. Ahem. My name is Livingway, and we are the Loporrits, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Aetherius to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw.
That definitely means Heidelin sort of
Livingway's the name. Map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Plays more the play of Chang'e and her rabbit, doesn't it?
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Aetherius, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations. still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further. Here, we have Atheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Atheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected.
That voice is just too
Imagine,
cheery.
if you will, that Atheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Atheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star. Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim. Which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Where would that be?
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Heidelin. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges?
Uh-huh.
Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon? Heidelin herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people?
Well, Amarotims were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher?
No.
Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Atheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
All right, panic mode.
Building way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
All right, so some chitty chats. Well, there you go. So, what's your thinking of all this? Hey, purple carrot juice. Wow, 1 hour out. Loosh. Tutorial. don't see any entrances down there, so... door over there, maybe? Oh no, doorway there. Oh, there is only like one way down. That just disturbs the whole point. Yeah, there's 4 ways up here, but it's like only like 2 ways down. Yahoo! Well, I could just hit return and just like teleport down there for like nothing, but I'd rather hold on to a return in case I really need it. Yep, that's a door. Alright, so basically it looks like I wasn't too far off that Sharda has been... oh, there's a wall. Junkmonger! You sell. you're still selling the 84 stuff. Alright. Nothing way. Well, nothing bad goes that way. Ah, ah. I'm not seeing anything that acts as an semi-ether transport system. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Oh, here we go. Sorry, we seem to be wrecking the place. Sorry, don't mean to wreck the place, but apparently we are. And that's the bottom of the stairs. Okay. Cooking Way, pleasure to meet you all. I would suggest might blasting way. Okay, we got cheetah shadows. Why not? Second thought, it's just a rather unusual carrot. Maybe I should verify. Way down's easy. Way up's a pain. I can only imagine how. What if I don't like carrots? Carrots? Aha! A dictionary. Ta-da! So, I definitely see them using the Lalafell animations, which most likely means they were built off the Lalafell skeleton. This ought to be interesting. I didn't even consider there'd be ether charge here. Anyway. So this makes sense. Card level 84. I'm not going to crack it just yet. I've not got an issue with murdering the local flora, so to speak. 291 to the west. Over here somewhere. Might get taken over there eventually. Let's not waste any time then, let's just do this. We know we're gonna draw aggro, so let's just, well, pollute while we can. I don't think I'll open those carts, mostly because, like I said, I'm either at that level of item right now, or it's only slightly above me. And if it's only slightly above, then there's a possibility I could come across. Can I climb up here, or is this going to be acting like... No, no, I can. Neat. I suspect so. Okay. Extra viz. It is a lot of running around, I will admit. Staircase? We do have a staircase. We slip by? Maybe? Niagara? Niagara. Alright. More jumpy up the... Right, fashionable and refined. Bloodlust is not really my fashionable, right? It's gonna be the same outfit regardless. If efficiency is what they were working on before, this will be the same thing. Oh, Rose is going to have such a field day with you if he ever gets up here. Alright, well, hey, you gotta continue wearing this. Alright. Just a glamour? Looks like it. Okay. Seem to have a new buff up there I haven't paid attention to. This is going to be the same thing, but with a different... what it is. I bet you they all come back, everyone's wearing the same thing. It's just like, yeah, no, this is, right? I can dare say, my dear Lopitz, I'm beginning to think that the gathering and crafting classes are all going to be working here. I think Y'shtola would be the one most upset with it all. Only person who'd be happy with it might be Ariange. Who was this group you're talking? More interested in. We still haven't got the answer to who did all this, even though we all kind of know. Well, that definitely says eat another orange. Oh, excuse me, sideways. Now, I said there was one west. I was about halfway up here, so let's see if we can relocate that. 477 to the northwest, so that's in that upper corner here. So let's go straight up this wall. Don't worry, the suspension can handle it. Alright. It's entirely possible it's on the top of this thing. Hydraulics for the win. Oh, certainly not on the top of this thing. And you're gonna let me jump? Yeah, you will. Okay, that's fine. There it is. Nice. The car is funny to jump because technically that's the middle part that rides. Oh, it's just a little bumpy. What can we say? Not rail grind. No, rail grinded on the side there. And I am going to take the teleport out here because it's faster, and I don't mind jumping 100. So this trader's still inside. Basic Badoos. Alright, let's head up. Over. It's over here. Ah, there we go. Oh, teleporter. Well, you know, this is what I, Thalen. Crikey. Uh-oh. Why do I see this sort of turning into the next sort of foundation?
Ready the teleporter.
Okay. Got the Lalafell problem.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Well, this isn't living quarters. I heard an oh no.
Private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously.
All right.
Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Oh, quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
Ah, my personal hate words.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Ah, idle musings. 'Tis no trifle, thou dost ask. Yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Yes, Andrew sneaking around the back ways again. I think you got slapped once for that one. We'll have to slap him again for it, probably. That will speed things up. Hey, there's a blue quest over there. And another one. True carrot crimes. Carrots, it's what's for dinner. Oy. Nether gate. This way's Burrows. Okay, carry on. Fair enough. So we have effectively an elevator now. But we spotted, so no. This way. There's no easy way across here. And that's actually a location, so that's going to be a bit of a meh. Now, if I look at the Sea of Stars, we still have a map that we don't know where it is. Now, that might just be the residential section. Yawning Way. Fair enough. Two fairly simple quests. Carrots for dinner, carrots for dinner, carrots for dinner, and find the carrots over there. So we'll go this way around. Now, I'm sure some of these quests will grant the actual... Ask this person. See, there's the actual 533 earring, so... And I'm sure it's the same for the quests that I've skipped. That is not how you spell carrots. Of happiness. Carrot. And with a small c, my typing. It's a great word to say, too, isn't it? I know some people don't get the joke, but slow down the symbols in the word happiness. Right? As in a hap, and then, you know, finish that off. Nah, made you say it, didn't I? I'm sure you'll use that if you whoever watch this, either on live or on review, I'm sure you'll turn around and basically pull that stunt, smarters, on your fellow. I'm sure some VTuber is going to get done with that. Hey, can you say this word really slowly? What? Happiness? Yeah, say it slowly. You. Up arrow is great. So, yeah, you know, like I said, say it, you know, happy. And then finish it. So there you go. So someone get the sound thing. It's like, I'm going to make the adjustments of this. Slow down just like bottom half of the word. So it's like, hey, guess what we did? Alrighty, that thing's in the center of this, so let's start by going up there for this mission, I think. You definitely, if you lived here, you wouldn't be wanting to miss leg day. we found the sparklers. Ouch. So we have a philosopher's carrot. Of course, better yet, a nibbled iron carrot. Nope, he was talking about philosopher carrots. I have a nibbled iron carrot here. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. One of those quests. No, here either. It came from over there. Iron carrots. They do sort of like lead up there, don't they? But oh, nope, there's one over there. They did sort of lead all one way, but no, no. There's another one where you're just like nibbling. Oh, what the? Oh, I'm sneezing badly. Oh, there's a little. Huzzah! We found the problem. I'm just gonna stay there. Okay. Oh, looters. Forget how devastating that is against regular monsters. It's like, kaboom. Get so used to dumping it on bosses, it's just like, kablam, nothing. Then you get here and it's like, kaboom. Some people might go, just the way it turns, just the way it turns. You know. Haha. Machine taking them. So... Yay. More carrots. Make more carrots. Alright, now back on the car. Drive. Oh, no. Good times, huh? Not seeing all that many people up here. I wonder if they're just having trouble getting either past the Zodiac fight, or if instead they've actually run into other problems, like they've already completed this. And because I only play a few hours a day of it, we're actually behind the ball. Entirely possible. Greatest Endsvale. Sounds like a great deal. All's Vale that's Endsvale. Ha ha. Anyone get the idea where I try to take my things like a moonlit stroll? Someone needs to learn what a forest actually is. Feels more like a go-kart track. Yeah, terrible. I suppose, though, it makes sense. I mean, Heidelin sort of put them on their way to do something, but to be honest, I don't think Heidelin sort of instructed them much beyond that. Heyo. Start. Start stretch. Boy, here we go. It's the escort type mission. I mean, if these are producing oxygen, that makes sense. Wow, okay. 6,000 years. And I know that looks like the end, but I also want to go here quickly and get his additional words. Taste the rainbow crystal. Okay, that makes a little more sense why the moon's not green. Okay, that was Dalamud raised and crashed. Indeed, indeed. Indeed. I think we've already covered that part. Let me guess, that happened about 200 years ago with the Ethereal Sea. What's the bet? That would be Charlia. Please. We get to say something about this? Hello. Yeah. Uh-oh. Almost running out of goody juice. I stockpiled this stuff beforehand, specifically for this. Yep, that first. There somewhere. It's obviously west. Northwest, up there somewhere. We'll quickly grab some more ethers. And we just gotta come all the way back here and grab them anyway. Marilatorum, we have got... I've got none of the quest ones in Labyrinthios. There's 5 there. I've got all the quest ones in Garlemald. Just have to go pick them all up now. I wonder if that's just what they do or not. Aha! Walked right by it. When I get back to Garlemald, it'll basically be a case of run around and grab all the ether currents that I don't have. Some more people. You know, I know the server is pretty much full. Anyone trying to get on right now has probably got about a 2,000 person wait. Sort of the suckle. Because... yeah, no, that should be visible. It's upstairs. Okay, we'll do this. We'll take the teleporter upstairs. Because obviously there's another one upstairs somewhere. Oh, I am a fair bit of a gremlin when it comes to doing most things. I try not to be because I know it can be draining to be a complete gremlin all the time. Also, I have a bad habit. Yeah, he's heading for the exit. When I let myself completely go that way, what can I say? It turns into pure comedy, I would probably place it at, but okay, let's resume. Only that one, huh? Anyway, like all things, when you first start to do these sort of things, in this case streaming, you want to be basically bang, boom, and bang, but nerves, possibility, everything else. So, as a thing, like all things, we wear our masks. It's not until you grow comfortable in letting people see that you actually get to where you get to be. It's always going to be that way. Okay. So, you know, plus, this is the main story quest, so I am trying to basically contain the side comments to slightly less comical, more serious-ish things. It's just the way we are. Right? And I must admit, it is harder to sort of be a complete gremlin when there's no one to basically, well, torment. Now, will the buoy woo actually carry him somewhere or not? Yeah, I think they've overused this mechanic a fair bit.
Thine arrival is timely as ever. Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Livingway, I presume? 'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy, and duplicity. When Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life, I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives. Ones that would not demand such terrible costs.
No.
That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction.
Moonbreeder.
Dearest Moonbreeder, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good.
I told you, I hate that word, set.
Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Sometimes there is no right answer.
I am not alone in my discomfort, then? 'Tis surprising, though perhaps not. We scions are wont to debate strategy at length, but are resolute and unwavering in execution. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly.
I don't think we ever did. At least not for 2
I
expansions.
thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond.
Well, we should figure out who these people are.
It would be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
That's an unfortunate thing.
What are they saying? Curse these ears! I've heard bugger all! No matter. We've got our plans.
Oh, crap. The bunnies are up to no good. Like I say, if I can forego cracking that stuff, bonus. Okay. What? There's somewhere. No, we'll grab it on the way back if we can. Yep, someone's doing the... They've got their chocobo set up as a healer. Well, we should have fun blowing the puts out of these things. Just wait for them to sort of finish. There we go. And Freya can come along for more, right? Now, Freya does tend to tap into this, but, you know, raw. He's fixated. He's busy, busy boy. Ah. Okay. Okay, this could be terrible. Oh, there's a sneaky trick. I'll help too. Again, we would return, but hey, it's 100 gil, it's not much. The advantage of auto run is you can go for your drink while you're running. Oh, maybe she still has figured out something about this, that, and the other. Find him at set location. Find him, find him, find him. Ah. Uh-oh. Look for the one that's continuously running. Why'd you hit me in the face with your balls? Phrasing! So they all have the same knowledge about the end of days. You know? Enhanced radius. Woohoo! Okay. Quick side note. Gloves by the gloves. Nice, neat. And let's take a look at my action traits. We just got that. Traits. So we're back up to 2 charges now. It takes 60 seconds to go, but each one duration is 30, so effectively... quite effectively, we can hold now before. See, before it was 30 seconds to charge, and each one would last 30 seconds, and if you timed them right, you could keep your shield up intentionally for yonks. So okay, dude. So, upper floor, looks likely. And nope, we got a new one over here. Name that way. Marine Allied. Any other quests here? eyeballs. Go grab those. What are the rabbits up to? Easy, no good. They're going to find out that this is going to be most intriguing. I'm going to pop one rabbit. Go grab the other one. There was an elegant relic out there. Their architecture is easy to spot. Three more there to go. Ask your name. Buzz.
So much you'll love to do.
I suspect he's going to be called Helpful Way or something. Sure. way or any way. Now outside to go help that other one. Up the elevator and outside to go get those goodies. Starting to see more people here, so either more people are getting through that, or more people who are just getting on or getting through it. Let's just see what the other Scions have to sneak up and say first. Suspect we'll be headed out there anyway. Alright. Next cutscene set. So, we are... Oh, find the key. something this misbegotten thought was going to go through their head, and of course it blew up in their face, literally in my case. Four here to find, all 5 of those quests to do, 3 quests there, 1 more quest to find here, which will be tied to the main. That is not the door, that is the door. You dirt.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Aetheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
That's a bugger indeed.
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. 'Tis clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Aetheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing! We Loperids were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetheris.
Excuse me, gag
That
reflex.
shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes for all of us, don't you see? So help us. Help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure, but one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but...
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
What was causing that? I'm still punching the right number of frames.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
Nothing wrong. See any differences? No thermal problem. No.
There you
this,
have
no
it.
that.
I shall remain with the Loperites to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind. If being the operative term.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
I think we're about to get the boom that we
Agreed.
expected.
The Charlayan Forum, yes?
What? How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
Yes, indeed. Here anyway. Oh wait, northeast. Sure. Yeah, that's right. Over here. So up here, next one. Terminal over here, some over there. How many left do we have here? 3 plus the one from the quest. 4. You can count. Let's stick to the main story quest where we can. So for the moment, we're going to silence that. To the nether gate. I'd say that takes us to the tower. Neat. Let's see where this takes me. We'll most likely have to do a hunt for ether locations as the backup stuff that we do in between when we're not running the actual show. That way I can focus more on staying to the main story quest and save such things for a fantastic evening of running around and chasing down things. The piece that I want to call the whatever I do after the main story quest is complete. Or perhaps break it up with a few other games in between. We shall see. Nicely done by the twins. I know someone who might work as a leader, or pair of. Well, we're in for a hell of a story. Oh yes, we went to the moon, found it was full of rabbits. No. Find him, he's more likely to splat them. An agreement. And we should, oh, it's a straight teleport all the way over there. Oh, fair enough. Well, we're actually going to... If you take a look what the actual cost is for zipping all the way over there, you're find it's going to be here. Yep. It's roughly 14,000 to get there. We're going to do it for 300. We have Limsa Melinsa set for 0 coin, and we do that by having a second authentication token for our thing. You can have that by a phone or whatever. You know, phone, apps, or actual token. Gives you 1 free location, and here we go. This just goes simply to the Arcanist Guild. The Arcanists act as, of course, people checking the goods in and out of the ports. Strange enough, this guy over here will take me there for 300 gold. So, that's a saving of 1,100 gil straight up. And this costs me 2 moments to teleport instead of 3. With wants it to come from the moon, even though, you know, we don't believe we can do that. Scholar Solver. Oh, that's where I am. Like, why does this not work? Before I go stomping all over the place here. Oh, things that should be discussed in the back room. Now, away from prying ears and all the other crazy. Oh, yes. Pointless waiting time. Here we go. Major cutscenes, most likely with a lot of dialogue. So, snips and quips only. Maybe not. No, he's on the moon. Oh, we left Riandra on the moon, talking with the Lobits, which are little rabbit people, about your size, and all the rest of it. Bloody funny to see Tataru talking with the Lobits. Hmm. Oh, simple evacuation.
Order! Order, I say! I thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Sharlayan, nay, of this very star. Said affairs concern all citizens, and so we have called for a public assembly. You may have heard rumors of the Telophoroi, and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders. The final days, however, are another matter altogether. For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The Endbearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
I've never heard this prophecy.
Is it true? Will all that really happen?
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first...
Give voice to the voiceless. Let bindings be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
Master Leveilleur, if you would.
Very well. "270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands, in search of a route to access the ethereal sea. This much is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret. What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Hydaelyn herself. She spoke to them of a calamity that would extinguish all life, and of a means by which we might be spared. The moon. 'Tis in truth a gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them from this doom. Much like Nunkref's hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
Needless to say, this will be no small undertaking. To facilitate the great work, the Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of Hydaelyn, who presently reside on the moon. Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge, not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
You reveal this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago. Which is why we must in earnest begin preparations for the great exodus. For his impressive contributions and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, we have elected Master Leveilleur to oversee this initiative.
Fellow scribes and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale. We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation. The wisdom of Sharlayan has ever been a shining beacon in the darkness, and so it shall continue to be. It is our solemn charge to see our heritage
preserved for future generations. For those who will come after, we will brave a new frontier.
And leave everyone else to burn doucheries.
Administrative edicts will be relayed to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
Do you remember what Mother told us when we visited home? That it wasn't until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work. If that great work of his was the evacuation of this star, then...
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit.
Uh-oh. Fox and Soros.
Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave.
No. Keep it civil.
I may look daggers at him, but I will neither speak nor draw them.
If it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
Nay, we do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so. Urianger is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
Though we cannot boast the boundless wisdom of Sharlayan, we have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures and have conversed with no small number of peoples. These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome nor charted on any map. The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the lands they love. Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do? To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence. This is why we choose to fight.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father. Only that you don't turn a blind eye to the good we have done. That we can still do. We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
Derpy derp 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 derp.
Were he not so consumed with self-righteousness, he might tell you how proud he is of you both.
Bold words call for bold action. And there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
As if I ever would. So long as there are those who wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
And if we're to do that, we'll need to be well rested. Wouldn't you agree? And having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
Shall we then? To the Annex. To prepare for tomorrow.
For the third act, then. For the third act. Or at least the second. Any food eaters in chat? One orange should be more than enough. We're getting close to a wrap up here, about half an hour or so. It's a crafting quest. Those are for other things that I haven't done yet. And there'll be cutscenes here, so I'm going to take a quick case of be right back. For unfortunately, the tea I borrowed earlier today has decided to catch up to me. So we'll be back in a couple. Till then, we'll leave you with a bit of jazz, and anyone else needs to quickly dart off to the bathroom. And over back we go. As I say, just a quick stop for quick places. I suspect we're in for a few cutscenes. Into your chamber. Yep. It's a nice easy quest, isn't it? Nothing like looking at a toy box in the back. Moon's a space. Guesses it's either Azle, Stola, Raha. So I'm going to say Azle. I can think of no one else who would come banging on the door this time.
Craving a midnight snack, were you? I did consider bringing a few sweets, but decided this wasn't an appropriate occasion.
Here's the playthrough that one would have to wonder if
I couldn't sleep. Had a few things on my mind. I know it's late, so I'll try not to talk your ear off. It's Xenos. I keep thinking back to Garlemald when he'd taken control of your body. An altogether terrifying experience, to say the least, and one that served as a harsh reminder. No one, no matter how strong or quick or clever, is invincible. Not even you. And as much as it might seem at times that you are, one misstep, one mistake, and that's that. Which is why, even though I know you've heard it 1,000 times before, I'm going to tell you to take better care of yourself. Because you really, really should. It goes without saying that we're all committed to this fight. But that doesn't mean that we need to throw our lives away. You know how I feel about noble sacrifices.
She hates them.
Right, that's settled. We'll be keeping the acts of gratuitous bravado to a minimum.
Indeed. Same goes for you.
When I looked father in the eye and swore we'd find a way to avert this tragedy, it wasn't a promise just for him. It was a promise for you, too.
Now, the question is, would anyone get whoever they banged on the door would be whoever they was there?
Thank the gods that tower is gone. The sight of it was enough to make me sick.
Thank the Ilsebar contingent, more like. Word is, they fought their way into Garlemald and toppled the bloody thing themselves. Not just the one, neither. All the towers have up and vanished.
Aye, I heard the same. Commander Aldin and his troops helped keep casualties to a minimum, too. But is it true they brought back tempered Garlean soldiers?
As Commander Aldin tells it, they've a treatment for that now. But don't you worry. Cured or not, they've no plans to bring them into the city proper.
I see. Well, that's a relief then. I know we've brothers and sisters among the lot, but I can't say I'm eager to welcome them home.
Wanted to think about it for a while yet. But to be looked after in Alagana for the time being.
Oh. Dun dun dun.
Another day, another commission of paramount importance. Well, what have we here? Hey, are you all right? Was that? No. The shadows play tricks, nothing more. The towers are gone, and the Garlean threat is abated. And yet, why does it feel as though it's about to get much, much worse?
Because it is. Finally going to get move of the clouds above the center map. Explains where we're going next then. Loot water. Aha! Yes, I am here. That didn't take long. Oh, yeah, no, duh. I don't know why she's still wearing her outfit, but okie doke. Unfortunately, I have no other fast here. Yeah. Not operational. So.
And lo, vile beasts did rise.
Are you dead?
Leaving naught in their wake but blood and ash. Sun scorches earth and boils seas. And our sins ascend unto the heavens. Three dooms to unmake all we were.
No, I might ask Midgar Somer this whole more trouble thing, but I don't think he's going to speak to me.
The sky burns. The final days are truly upon us.
My friends, I trust you have heard the news.
We have. What can you tell us of the situation, Your Excellency?
Last night, the Isle was rocked by tremors, and the earth itself cried out. Aloft, the heavens began to burn. From all about, unholy beasts, the likes of which we had never seen, came forth in fury and rage. No. To say they came forth would be inexact.
They fell from the sky, didn't they?
The people of Radzat-Han themselves transformed into these baleful fiends. Though the phenomenon was observed throughout our lands, the first creature, the largest and most dreadful of the lot, wrought havoc upon us here in our fair city. Though they bear superficial resemblance to divinities of legend, they are ungodly abominations. The people decry them as blasphemies. The Large One's rampage has since taken it to the northern reaches of the island. I mean to dispatch our radiant host in an attempt to quell the threat.
And what of Vritra?
Vitra too makes for the north of his own accord, and yet he knows the blasphemy and its minions were but yesterday his beloved people. I pray his boundless compassion and mercy does not deter him from taking unenviable but necessary action.
Understood. I ask that you allow us to aid you in quelling this threat.
You would risk your lives to help us yet again? I have no words to express my gratitude. Our regiments approach the north from several directions, with a number of units set to depart from the docks of Yedlimad. They will make landfall in an area of dense jungle, where one can expect to encounter dangers even beyond the fell beasts we hunt. I leave you to your preparation. You will find me at the docks when you are ready to depart.
Sounds like a dungeon part come up. Doesn't it? Close up of pixelations.
We're as prepared as we'll ever be. Let's go.
dun, dun. Anaspati is now accessible. And we're not doing a duty in 10 minutes. So, like yesterday where we ran overly long, today we'll run overly short. Because as I said, it's at least a half an hour, 20 minutes to run a dungeon. So, knowing this, what we're going to do is we're going to basically call the point at that point, I believe, and we'll end our transmission today a little early. But like I said, last time we entered it a little bit late, and that's what happens when you're running, because we got to find a nice settle point each time. And as I said, we're trying for about, as I said, about 4:45 is our normal cutoff time, and as I say, that's 10 minutes from now. This is going to be 15 minutes. It'll cut into too much other time. And there's just, it's an easier place to stop right here. So we are. So that means, of course, that we're all done for the day. So, as we say, thank you for tuning in, and goodbye for this. Next time, at the same time.